Have you ever wondered about the mysteries buried within the pages of the Bible? The book of Genesis, the first book of the Hebrew Bible, is a fascinating amalgamation of tales that have captivated readers for centuries. However, it's important to acknowledge that much of Genesis may be an intricate tapestry of myths and invented narratives, which poses a significant challenge when it comes to uncovering historical evidence. Enter the Merempta Stele, an intriguing artifact from the ancient world. This ancient Egyptian inscription is a game-changer, as it confirms the existence of an ethnic group known as Israel in the region of Canaan approximately 3,000 years ago. This discovery offers a tangible connection between the narratives of Genesis and historical events, providing a glimpse into the past that lends credence to the tales of the Bible. The Hebrew Bible, written over 1,000 years, holds a treasure of stories, with their origins often shrouded in mystery. The Bible places the Exodus around 1200 BC, but can archaeology corroborate this? Now, this is a question that has puzzled historians and archaeologists for centuries. The Exodus, a monumental event in the Bible, describes the departure of the Israelites from Egypt, led by Moses. It's a story that has been etched into the cultural and religious consciousness of millions, yet the hard archaeological evidence to support this epic migration simply hasn't been discovered. The Bible also recounts the tale of Joshua, who supposedly led the Israelites in their conquest of Canaan. But does the archaeological record back this up? Well, it's a bit complicated. During the period described, Canaan was a prosperous and fortified society. The evidence we have uncovered paints a picture of a region that was far from being easily conquered. So, where does this leave us? Well, quite curiously, amidst the ruins. Excavations in ancient cities such as Jericho have revealed signs of widespread destruction. But here's the catch. The timing doesn't neatly align with the biblical timeline of the Exodus. And even more puzzling, we can't definitively say who or what caused this widespread destruction. Could it have been the Israelites under Joshua's command? Perhaps, but without more concrete evidence, it remains a mystery. Diving deeper into the archaeological records, we find ourselves navigating a labyrinth of clues, half-truths, and paradoxes. We have a biblical narrative full of vivid details and a rich archaeological tapestry that doesn't quite sync up. The Exodus and the conquest of Canaan, as told in the Bible, are events of epic proportions, yet they seem to have left no clear archaeological footprint. So we're left with a paradox, a story deeply ingrained in cultural and religious narratives, yet a story that leaves archaeologists and historians scratching their heads. It seems the archaeological evidence raises more questions than it answers about the Exodus and the conquest of Canaan. Perhaps in the end, the truth of these events lies not only in the soil and artifacts we can unearth, but also in the stories that have been passed down through generations. Who were the first Israelites and where did they come from? An intriguing question that has tested the minds of scholars and archaeologists alike. Let's delve into the rich tapestry of history to seek some answers. One compelling theory suggests that the first Israelites were not invaders, but instead displaced Canaanites. The narrative of an Israelite-led military invasion is challenged by archaeological evidence that shows a prosperous and fortified society in Canaan around 3,000 years ago. Excavations in cities like Jericho reveal signs of destruction, but the culprits behind this destruction remain a mystery. Could these Israelites have been Canaanites, adapting and evolving in response to changing circumstances? Now let's pivot to the intriguing name Yahweh, found in ancient Egyptian texts. This name bears a striking resemblance to the Israelite god, suggesting possible cross-cultural connections. Could the Israelites have borrowed from the religions of their neighbors, or perhaps influenced them in return? This hints at a fascinating, interconnected world where beliefs and ideas traversed borders, contributing to the cultural melting pot of the ancient Near East. But what about the Exodus story and its powerful message of freedom? This tale of liberation from Egypt resonated deeply with the Israelites, helping to forge a shared identity and unite disparate tribes into a new community. The story of the god Yahweh, brought from Egypt to Canaan, may well have played a crucial role in shaping the identity of the Israelites. It's a testament to the power of narrative in shaping a people's sense of self and their place in the world. Even with these theories, the origins of the Israelites remain shrouded in mystery, a puzzle that continues to inspire research and debate. We may never fully uncover the truth, but the quest for understanding drives us to keep digging, to keep asking questions, and to keep exploring the rich and complex history of this ancient people. The roots of the Israelites appear to be deeply entwined with the cultures and societies surrounding them. The story of the Israelites, like all great stories, is a story of adaptation, survival, and transformation. It's a story that continues to unfold, illuminating our past and shaping our understanding of the world. The biblical King David, a mythical figure or a historical reality? This question has been a point of contention among scholars for years. David, the shepherd boy turned king, the slayer of Goliath, and the man after God's own heart, is one of the most vivid characters in the Bible. But do we have more than just scriptures to affirm his existence? Indeed, recent archaeological findings suggest that David was more than just a character in an ancient text. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence is the discovery of the Palace of David. This monumental structure found in the heart of Jerusalem is believed to be the royal residence of King David. Its grandeur and antiquity point towards a prosperous kingdom, a testament to the rule of David as depicted in the Bible. Yet the timeline of David's reign is not without controversy. Radiocarbon dating, a scientific method that allows us to date ancient artifacts, has been used to try and pinpoint the time of David and Solomon's reign. However, discrepancies in carbon-14 dating have raised questions, casting doubts on the exact timing of their rule as described in the Bible. On one hand, some findings align with the biblical timeline, suggesting the existence of a great kingdom during David and Solomon's time. Evidence includes monumental gates and signs of widespread destruction, indicative of a powerful entity. Yet, other archaeological data points towards a different timeline, stirring debates among scholars. One key historical event that supports the biblical account is Pharaoh Shishak's campaign in Jerusalem. This event, recorded both in the Bible and Egyptian inscriptions, provides a tangible connection between the biblical narrative and historical chronology. In the end, the existence of a Davidic kingdom remains a complex puzzle. Yet, despite the debates and discrepancies, it's clear that archaeological evidence does lend credence to the existence of a Davidic kingdom. The story of King David, it seems, may not be just a story after all. Despite the debates, archaeological evidence does lend credence to the existence of a Davidic kingdom. How did the ancient Israelites' beliefs evolve into what we now know as Judaism? This question transports us back to a pivotal moment in history, around 2,600 years ago. The Jerusalem Temple, the heart of Israelite worship, was destroyed by the Babylonians in 586 BC. This catastrophic event marked the beginning of a period of profound transformation for the Israelites. The Babylonians exiled the Israelites, severing them from their sacred land. This was more than a physical displacement. It was a spiritual upheaval that shook the very foundations of their faith. In the midst of this crisis, a remarkable evolution began to unfold. Marooned in Babylon, Israelite priests and scribes found themselves in a position of redefining their identity, their beliefs, their traditions. It was here in the crucible of exile that they possibly produced much of what we now know as the Hebrew Bible, the foundation of Judaism. The Torah, the first 5 books of the Bible, emerged as a unifying document. It wove together the disparate traditions and narratives of the Israelites into a singular, cohesive text. But it was more than just a religious manuscript. It was a testament to their survival, a beacon of hope illuminating their path back to their promised land. The Torah's teachings became the bedrock of their faith. It emphasized monotheism, laying down the commandment to worship one God. It introduced moral codes, setting forth a way of life guided by justice, compassion, and respect. It provided a sense of shared heritage and purpose, fostering a sense of community among the displaced Israelites. The exile, though marked by loss and hardship, catalyzed a profound transformation. It was a period of rebirth, of redefinition. Out of the ashes of their shattered past, the Israelites forged a new identity, a new faith. They emerged not just as a group of individuals sharing a common heritage, but as a people united by a shared faith. In the crucible of exile, out of the ashes of destruction, a new faith was born. This faith, born of resilience and hope, is what we now know as Judaism. Can we find tangible proof of the ancient biblical narratives? Let's venture back to the 7th century BC, a time when the art of writing was flourishing and deeply intertwined with religious practices. Here we unearth an intriguing discovery: amulets inscribed with ancient writing. But these aren't just any inscriptions. They bear priestly blessings that echo the words from the Bible. Imagine millennia ago a priest carefully crafting these tiny tokens, etching blessings into the metal, words meant to protect, to guide, to inspire. And these words, they match those found in biblical passages. Isn't that extraordinary? This discovery offers us a tangible link to the past, a glimpse into the beliefs and rituals of ancient societies. It's as if these amulets whisper the stories of the Bible, rekindling tales that have been passed down through generations. So, while the Bible may hold many mysteries, it seems some of its tales do echo through the sands of time.